When she spoon and like a BB moment, which is like a beautiful black moment. Did we get any of those in this episode?
Black.
We have a chaotic vibe moment of the
chaotic vibe moment. And you're watching Black by Reality.
Black by Baddies.
And those who love us.
Hello, you are watching and are listening to the Black by Reality podcast, a podcast for Black by Baddies, those who love us. I am your host, Nicole Weaver, entertainment reporter, currently writing at Parade and Pop Heist about entertainment. I am excited. We took a break from Survivor last season, and now we are back for Survivor 50. And our first guest for the season is Mari Forth. Hi, Mari.
Hello. Hi, Nicole. I am so glad to be back. This is my prerequisite, probably one Survivor podcast this season.
Okay.
Y'all better
out of the
listen to
way.
this one. Yeah. And that's it.
Exactly. I am so glad then we are privileged to have you. How have you been feeling about Survivor 50? You know, there were we've been through this, I feel like, quite some time, because there was rumblings, then there was like everyone picking who they want to see, and then we're hearing about the people who were cast and not cast, and now they're finally here. We finally have 3 different tribes. Is it stacking up to what you hoped so far?
The horse is beaten. The horse is dead. I am probably the worst Survivor fan you'll meet, because I love Survivor. I really do. I love the show. I love the community that brought me to it, or whatever, however you say it. But like how many friends I've made from Survivor, how I know a good portion of these people on this cast, like personally, is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just like, I hate spoilers. So like when you're telling me around season 48, 40, we were actually told by season like 45 that like season 50 was going to be a returnee season, something like that. When it was like really off in the distance. By 48, 47, you know, we know the cast. So I remember watching 49, like, I don't care, just get to 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like it's been such a long time coming.
Yep.
That I'm still kind of like pinching myself that it's here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it, but these fan votes, weird. You know, the cast is not what I would have personally wanted for a lot of it, you know. Whatever, cool. So it's just at this point where it's kind of like I have like, you know, I have my faves. I have like 3 faves. And because of that, I'm rooting for them, and that's what I'm here for. And I can just watch it unfold. You know, I'm trying to think what returning. There was a returning season of something not too long ago that I was just like just bricks, because I was like, I don't know who I want to go home. I don't want any of these people to go home. I want nobody to go home type thing. Like this one, I'm like, yeah, I can tell you half of the people that I would like to see go home, and I wouldn't mind. But oh God, I hope I'm not sounding too pessimistic or negative. I actually did have fun. But I'm glad to be here talking to you.
Yes. I really jumped around when it came to the older seasons of Survivor. So it is fun watching and being like, okay, I know I'm familiar with these people, less familiar with others. I feel like I get a good sense of who everyone is and what they're trying to do this time around, which is like funny because apparently that's going to be a theme. So right off rip, the new era and the old era, I think it's so funny. I didn't watch last season, but I knew Riz God or whatever was like a whole thing.
It's not required for you to call him that.
I know. But it's so funny because I was Colby and I don't know Colby,
Mm,
but Colby
mm.
was like, oh, this is the young chatterbox. I don't think he's doing a lot of work. Like, what is he here for? And then by, I don't know, hour two, all of a sudden he's like, I see myself in Rizzo. I'm going to take him under my wing. And then it's like, I guess this is what he did last season, I can assume.
Yeah, yeah. With Rizzo and Savannah, it's like I like the storytelling here in this first episode for them of like they're on 49. They were on 49.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks have gone by. None of these people know them. Will it be an advantage or a disadvantage? And I love at first how it seems like it's a disadvantage for Rizzo because Colby's like, I don't know this dude. But Rizzo working his charm, he is a charming person. That's what got him so far on 49. He got really far on 49.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what has him like have a really good like community, like social media community around him. So I'm not surprised that now Colby is falling for that charm. And on the flip side with Savannah, we have her being so forthright about her being a winner, her seeming to find a little bit of footing in this in her tribe here, and just kind of like laying out the land. Well, then it's like it looks like everything's going good for her. Then she goes on that journey, comes back, and Devins is like, girl, you lying. So I like that the parallel tales between them, and them being the 49 representatives is apt that it's kind of like a continuation and that they got so much screen time. But yeah, I've watched all of the Survivor seasons. Again, I don't know if I have to explain my bona fides again around here. I started watching around season 10, like linearly.
Yeah.
Season 10. But before season 10, I had watched 1 through 9.
Okay.
Like through the outdoor channel when the outdoor channel was playing them,
Nice.
And then I've been watching linearly since season 10. So but I'm one of those Survivor fans where I'm a Survivor fan, but I know people around me who are just way more involved with Survivor. Like I could not tell you who was on what at what time and who fought who did. Like I'm not the encyclopedia for Survivor. Now, Big Brother, yes. Survivor encyclopedia, no. So I just want to put that out there for people.
Yes, we're not going into the Big Brother house claiming we're a super fan. Okay,
exactly.
We're just a regular fan,
not a casual, but a fan.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everyone was thrilled to see Mike White's abs this season. I was like, now guys, this is actually kind of wild how much we're noticing.
I hear that. I mean, they were there. It was pretty interesting. None of us were expecting that. How do you feel about Mike White being on the cast? Like, I like him as a character.
Yeah.
But, like, how do you feel about his approach? I see a lot of people who are like, he's a millionaire. He's just here. He's lackadaisical. How do you feel about that?
This is the Black Bi Reality podcast. We are happy that our bi king, Mike White, is out here. And like he said, if you get the opportunity, you do it. It's by chaos. He's doing it for the plot. I saw someone tweet, they were like, hey, he might get inspired being on that beach with Coach for the next season of White Lotus.
Please, no. Oh, God. Because all we need is more and more and more mediocre white men. Love that.
Well, White Lotus is about
it
that.
Is. So that's why I said it doesn't need more.
So I love it. I do. From there, I mean, we had the first challenge. Things get set up where I guess no one wanted to give them supplies.
Which bull crap. Bull crap. I can't. Or again, maybe you know what? If this could be just like with Big Brother, them casuals, because it was so funny watching this on Blue Sky with everybody as they say like Jeff and his fake out, like that was uncalled for, Jeff. I was
True.
like, thank you. Finally, they gave them rights. And he's like, and they didn't. I was like, Jeff, you are wrong for that. And y'all are wrong. Feed these people. I don't, hot take, maybe. I don't watch Survivor to watch them survive the elements. No. I watch Survivor to watch them survive each other and the social dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the difference. This is, the Jenna Lewis and the Borneo cast, half of them didn't realize the assignment. The assignment was not the elements. The assignment was each other. So give these people rice, let them eat so their brains are working at top notch to defeat each other. That's what I wanted. That's what it looked like a lot of the circles that I'm pretty sure we run through wanted. So it had to have been them filthy casuals or Jeff just making stuff up.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not good. But Vatu, they are the ones who won the first challenge, therefore they get flint and a nice bonfire. From there, I mean, okay, Ozzy and Coach and Q, which honestly, Q and Coach are giving like the same genre of casting.
Lord.
So that felt right to me. I'm not sure about Ozzy, but they all go on this journey and they have to do all of these things. In the end, they get a key, and apparently Ozzy was spending what he said 30-40 minutes trying to get this key. It finally falls on the ground, and Coach swipes that up.
Yeah, the show I like this, that the show actually breaks the tribes up. They're handed specifically buffs with their names on it. We notice that there's two trios here. Christian, Mike White, and Angelina, they're split up. And then Kyle, Joe, Camilla, they're split up. So I do think that the tribes were split up well. In a sense of interpersonal dynamics. However, like strength and stuff, I don't really know. It feels very new era where there's one tribe that you're like, I feel like you were meant to be like the losing tribe, and unfortunately that was Cirie's tribe. I said all that to say though, the fact that because we get these certain breakout groups, it's what gives us Ozzy versus Coach, because again, any smart casting director is not going to put them on the same tribe immediately. And it's for this moment right here, Ozzy versus Coach, with Q just kind of being chaotic neutral in the background. It's like chaotic good, chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, and them squashing their beef, even though I was like, this doesn't feel squash, for them to for Coach to then just go and I'm so honorable, I'm an honorable man, and steal the key from Ozzy, just to then get mad later on when it was revealed that you went behind your word. Like,
well, he said, I said boo diddly, and I have been going back and forth with Jordan on how to say it, because apparently I'm putting 2 D's in it and it's just diddly.
He said what?
I didn't say boo diddly.
I didn't say boo diddly. What?
Yeah, that's what he said when he was like, they agreed that they wouldn't cheat each other.
I remember.
He's like, but I said boo diddly, meaning I didn't say a thing. I didn't agree to that. So therefore I'm still honorable. No,
you like, and that's the twisted mental gymnastics that got us where we are today. I hate it here.
I mean, it's funny to me. Now, Ozzy and Q were then stuck on Exile Island. They're eating a bug. It's windy, so they don't get
that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was. They don't get to go back to their tribe and make connections. I was like, okay, this is definitely going to affect Q more than Ozzy.
He shouldn't have. I don't know why he volunteered.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Maybe he just felt he was in the mix a
Well, it's
lot
Q. It's Q.
this
I mean, I know
episode.
what. Yeah, it's Q. So I know
Yeah,
why he's not. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know why he volunteered,
I know.
comma, but I do know why he volunteered because again, it's Q, which
Right.
he's such a great character. Like I love ripping on him
Mhm.
because he's just so unpredictable, but at least it's in like a fun way. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
He's more Mike White to me. He's more of a Mike White than a Coach.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I
For comparison.
He's
Chaotic.
had his moments, but I mostly agree with that. The next day, one of them needs to get supplies in exchange for their vote, and the other will get an extra vote. Ozzy was just like, "Come on, man, come on, man, I need that extra vote," and Q was like, "Well, you won't get supplies," as if he's worried about that. It's not a hard trade-off for Ozzy apparently. So that's it, which stinks because then later Colby also loses his vote. They're supposed to be in a 5-person alliance. 2 of them
Yeah.
can't vote.
Yeah. As much as I'm like, okay, it kind of fit both of them. It kind of worked out for both of them because
Yeah.
Q did get his hero moment. He did get to bring the supplies back, and they were like, "Thank you, Q." And Q tells his people he can't vote, so it doesn't blow back on him. It actually really helps him. For Ozzy, doesn't matter. He has an advantage. His people don't care. That he didn't bring back supplies like Devon's. Like Ozzy has some of the most calculated people on his tribe, and so him not coming back with anything was just like, you're like, okay, sure. Like I thought this actually worked out for both of them, minus like you said, except for when Colby comes back without a vote later, and I was just like, And do you think this is like, because they said Exile Island, but do you think this is going to be like continual Exile Island or just whenever we feel like it?
I don't know. The whole theme of this whole season is going to be paying homage. So
Right.
I guess they'll probably turn to it maybe a couple of times, but I don't know. It's not like the Exile Island that we remember or anything. So,
and with these dynamic advantages, I can't imagine that we don't see like a Ghost Island type of throwback comeback too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think so. When they were trying to explain what the different options were for the advantages, I was like, what are we doing here?
So it's really funny. I mean, I voted, but it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like 2 years ago. I don't even remember. But it was so funny because people were like, that wasn't how they worded it. They're like basically saying y'all people didn't read your ballots because like or they pulled a RuPaul where they tell you to bring this type of outfit, and then when you get to the runway they completely change the category. Like that's what it felt like. It was like, do you want dynamic advantages that can greatly change the game, or do you want boring strategic advantages? And I cannot remember, but I was like, that sounds about right. So again, all these casuals are like, well, yes, I want very powerful advantages, and then it's still just a block of vote.
Yeah, with Billie Eilish.
Okay. Now hear me out.
Okay.
That Billie Eilish boomerang idol was kind of cool. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Genevieve, first of all, they didn't tell them whether there's idols or not. So they're all looking around. Genevieve was looking with.
Of course, there's idols. That's the one thing I was like, y'all can guarantee that the public would. Casuals and fans alike love a good idol search.
Yeah. So Genevieve finds it, and we later find out it's the Billie Eilish one where you give it to someone and with the hope that they get voted out with it and it comes back to you. And immediately the person who was with Genevieve was like, we're going to give this to Ozzy. Which is like
Stephanie. It was Stephanie and Genevieve, I believe.
Yeah, so they did that across different tribes. Now I'm seeing.
Yeah, they have to. They had to give it to somebody else on a different tribe. And
Okay.
this was also after tribal council because we needed a 3-hour episode. Why?
I don't know. I don't know. But what do you think of their choice, Ozzy?
It was kind of a strange one for me because I still don't know what they fully expect to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like because the show cuts back to Ozzy going home with the idol in his pocket. So I'm like, are they saying that they want to give it to Ozzy because he might be overconfident and end up gone? I think Genevieve said, no matter what happens, if he goes, then I get it back. But giving a player like Ozzy an idol that if he plays it like correctly just once could springboard him to the finale, I feel is very dangerous. So I don't know what the thought process here was.
I don't know either because
I'm leaning. Sorry, I'm leaning like 60% hope he goes home without the idol in his pocket. 40% hope they make a friend.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's like you kind of want to assume someone's at the bottom, I guess, of the tribe, and then that they would be so on the outs they wouldn't know whether to play it or not.
Right, but like in a season that's as intermingled as this one is, you don't, unless you're giving it to your number one ally on that other side, you don't want to give it to somebody who's on the bottom because then you don't want your number one ally to be collateral damage. So the thing here for Genevieve is she has no allies on the other side, at least none that we know of. Like she says, she was pretty alone in 47. She was basically at the bottom for most of that season. The person she connects most with, of course, is Kyle on her actual tribe. So my only thought process of giving it to, if you could go back to Ozzy's tribe, is giving it to Ozzy is like, I mean, Emily might be the closest person to her on that. Maybe Christian, because Emily and Christian are like, very active in the Survivor community. Genevieve, I don't think I don't know. I don't know. But like those would be the two people I would guess she would be like the closest to. And I don't know if you want to risk that. So I don't know, man. I just was like, the choice was kind of weird to me. She did now you can go to her tribe for me. She did consult Stephanie and she did tell Kyle. But I just it's a peculiar pick. I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, we'll see. But it looks like she's creating bonds. The one person she could not create a bond was Aubrey. What that was weird. She said we could do something, but how are you feeling about me? What's your perception of me? And I'm like, what is this energy, Aubrey?
When I tell you, my last Survivor podcast, I was on a Survivor podcast with Mike, doing preseason stuff, talking about Angelina. And after we cut the tape, a little bit peek behind the curtains, he told me what the tribes are going to be. And I promise you, we both looked at the Aubrey and Genevieve pairing, and we said they're either going to be like the best of friends or mortal enemies. Like, because in Aubrey, I mean, again, I'm not as well versed on her seasons. I do know that a lot of people think she was robbed in Michelle's win, all of that good stuff, blah 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 blah, dotty. But to me, Aubrey has always felt like she wants to be like the smartest woman in the room. So that wasn't shocking to me when how that played out.
No. And to be fair, Genevieve snaked a lot of her peeps on her own season. So you would
my best friend included, yes.
You would feel that way as an Aubrey, but it's very interesting that she was just flat out kind of showing, like, I am not even going to pretend with you. You are a sketchy person to me. And I'm like, well, this is going to be very
That's
interesting.
one way to do it. I know, right? It's like, that's one way to do it. And I was just sitting there like, I don't even know whose side I'm on. I don't care. Like,
yeah, basically. So
revenge for no.
very softly, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that's an interesting dynamic. We had one our first big challenge that was for the fishing gear and everything. And oh my God, Cirie, I was stressed, but and then people were like, how could the tribe be mad? Because they put Cirie in that position. And I'm like, did they? Because I feel like we have been here multiple times with Cirie before, and they like we're all rooting for her in these challenges. And it's the first episode. I feel like most of the OGs had the front and center place in these episodes, and I think they wanted a Cirie moment.
They wanted the storyline. They wanted, yeah, I can see that. See that.
And then that happened, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then Kyle, apparently Mike Bloom said that Kyle already got up there. He came back down to help. Another person on his team. It was, this didn't make the edit, Kobe. He went down to help Kobe, and then Kyle tries to run back up. I think he kept that leg just too stiff and hit that board. If he went limp and just used his hands up, I was like, ooh, I felt so bad for him. That
yeah, I agree. I immediately thought it was an Achilles injury when I saw it happen. I really did. I was like, that looked like an Achilles. When they did the initial, the initial on it, the fact that he wasn't like in excruciating pain should have given is probably the reason why they ruled out the small fracture.
Yep.
And again, a reason why I would have ruled out like a full Achilles tendon rupture. When they came back and they were checking him out, I was like, yeah, because again, he had been resting it, he had been doing all of that, and it still wasn't excruciating pain. I really wanted to see if they were going to give us an update like they did on this past season, because I really wanted, to me, just from looking at it, I would have thought that it was like maybe a partial rupture, not a complete tear, maybe even a severe strain, or whatever you can do to the tendons.
Yeah,
like, because I've seen a lot of like athletes go down with like severe your Achilles tendon is kaput, and when it's complete. First off, they're yelling at the top of their lungs, and two, your muscle is just bald, like your calf muscle is just bald at the top of your leg because it's completely from the bone. So the fact that it wasn't like that, I was like, okay, at least it's not like a full tear. I would probably bet like partial rupture, but I could be just speaking out of my ass, and Kyle could have probably already said what it was. But I was just glad that he wasn't in a lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? And I am glad that they that it was right that they took him out, because this is a game. You do not want to cripple yourself for life and severely injure yourself long term for a game that you've already won too. He already won. Yeah.
And that's something that I mentioned. I was just like, okay, he already won. He's like, I know I have a lot of things going for me. And he was like, but I want to stay on this beach. And Jeff,
for the love of the game. He loves to play, and he's in a great position.
Yes. And Jeff was like, sir, we're not going to take this PR hit. So you going home, everyone's crying, Q's covering his face,
That was
Aubrey's
sad.
also, it was really sad. And they said that they Ori bonded pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So sad about that. Definitely learned some new things about that test. I was watching with Jordan, and when they were like, okay, so if we squeeze the calf, the toe should go like this. I was like, let me squeeze your calf. Jordan's like, why you want to squeeze my calf? I'm like, I'm learning something.
Did it work?
I didn't do it. I will get that calf though. I will do it though. So yeah. With that, now there's a whole talk about Cirie on her tribe, which there was already talk about Cirie because Jenna from season 1 was like, Cirie's story, that whole story about getting off that couch. I'm scared. It's been like 5 times. Don't we want to get rid of her? And it's like, Jenna, you're saying everything you are saying is facts, and yet nobody wants that.
Right. We don't want to hear it. I don't care. Yes.
La, la, la,
like,
la.
And even me, who was like, oh my gosh, Cirie's here for the 5th time. You know, I love her down, but I would have loved to see somebody come back for the 1st time. Guess what? She's here. I'm still rooting for her. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you put Cirie on my TV, I'm rooting for her hardcore. This is a Cirie stand account. You know, it does suck for Jenna that she goes out this early, but can you bring that tribe up one more time? The only other option, you know, I wouldn't have been mad if they got rid of Ozzy, to be quite honest, in light of recent events. So, I mean, yeah, it's hard. Or I would have loved for Savannah to go too. Not in a mean way, but not okay. I wouldn't have been sad if she had gone. Honestly, Christian, it's just protect Christian. Honestly, it's protect Christian all day, every day. That man is the most sweetest, kindest human being I've ever met. And he deserves the full entire world. And then hearing that story about his son, I was just like, I want him to win. Like I'm such pro-Christian that I was just like, whatever is best for Christians. That's all I want to happen.
For sure. I loved Christian. Christian was broing. Wait, no. I'm thinking of another tribe. I'm thinking of Rick and his whole thing.
Rick is right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes. Christian. I'm sorry. They're not broing. They're nerding out.
Yeah, I mean, nerds can be bros. They're talking about, okay, what do we got for the Spock of it all? One of them said, I'm more Star Wars. That's me.
That's hilarious.
I too will be like, okay, I'm gonna pretend I know I'm Captain Kirk, sure. And then Christian's like, hey, we all technically know we can make a fire with glasses. Let's just try it out this time. And he got that. So Christian had a great episode.
Oh, amazing episode. Yeah.
And Ozzy apparently is like, Cirie's my number 1. So me hearing her name out there, it's not good for me. It's not good branding. So we're going to have to work on that. And when we come back, Jenna's like, oh my God, Cirie flopped. We have to get her out of here. Now, Ozzy and Christian, they're the ones who are mostly defending Joe. I am not surprised at all that Joe said, whoa. Why is she untouchable? Let's think about it for a minute. And it's like, what do we got to think about, Joe?
Exactly. And it's just like the tribe dynamics, at least it's 8 people versus like the 6 on the newer, which leaves a lot less room to maneuver. But we do have a few more people here, so there is a little bit more maneuverability, even though, as we still saw, it still was a very straightforward vote. I have to give Joe props because Joe is learning from his previous season. You know, that'll probably be the only compliment I give him. But like, because the way he plays so boring. I don't care about honor. I don't care about winning challenges. Boo that man. But I love him to death. He's cool though. But also, I don't like that style of play.
Yeah.
However, I love that he learned. He said Kyle and Camilla They were low key. They snaked me. I didn't see it coming. I do not need another secret duo. I love that from Joe because Ozzy did not learn from his previous mistakes. Again, love you to death. No, I don't. Love that you're playing for Cirie, Ozzy.
Yes.
But why are you playing for Cirie, Ozzy? She voted you out with the idol in your pocket. Like, what are we doing here?
Yes, and that's something that I actually noted I'll get that with like my beautiful black moment at the end, because how she brought that up, beautiful storytelling when we're at tribal and need to be telling something. So yeah, I think this is interesting. I actually thought there was gonna be like more votes at that tribal, but I was like writing down, I was like, okay, we got these 2 votes, who else voted what? And then it just was Jenna.
So wait, sorry, pull up the picture one more time.
Yeah.
So Joe and Savannah really wanted to vote out Cirie. So Joe and Savannah wanted to vote out Cirie. We know Jenna was voting out Cirie. So that's 3 right there. I guess Joe, yeah, he knew he couldn't pull Ozzy or Christian. So it would have come down to Emily and Rick. And I guess Emily and Rick just didn't feel like putting their neck out there. Honestly, if they wanted to do the thing where they got out Ozzy on a split, they could have done that. That's what I was honestly thinking was gonna happen. Because if you get Joe and Savannah to vote out Cirie, you get Joe, Savannah, and Jenna would have voted out Cirie. Yeah, they would have needed to convince Christian to vote out Ozzy. Yeah, no, it would have been hard. Because it's basically 3-on-3. It's Christian, Ozzy, Cirie versus Joe, Savannah, Jenna initially. If anybody wanted to stand their ground. So it would have been Emily and Rick as the swing votes. And I just don't think keeping Jenna, it was like that big of a move to put your neck out there for. Because Christian is bringing up points because it helps his game that Cirie stays. But I'm sorry, the points he was bringing up it was very true.
Yeah.
Jenna, it was cool to see Jenna back, but her style of gameplay is one that it's like, do I feel like having to manage this person all game? Yeah. And some people don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Point blank period. Some people do not feel like managing a Jenna, managing a Coach, managing a Q all game. Like you just don't want to sometimes. And I think that might have been the deciding factor.
Yeah. I think Emily also was pretty smart of like, but what if we keep both of these people in and we have that conflict for the next time we go? And I was like, okay, that is the other option. But I think in the end, everyone just wants like an easy vote. And that seemed to be easier. It would have been like an uphill battle any other way. What other tribe dynamics? I loved Tiffany. Tiffany was making friends with Camila and Dee. She's like,
yes.
She called herself.
We gotta talk about my Avengers. Yeah. What? Wait, what? I must have missed it. She called herself a what?
A chatty daddy.
Yeah. She did say that. Yes. I was like, the moment I saw, I was like, please, Tiffany, Camila D. Tiffany, Camila D. Tiffany. And when they said it, I was like, my God, bury me right here. But this is if they can get a grasp on this game.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I tell you I love Camila down, oh my, I love all 3 of them. But Camila, when she said, I was so sick and tired of that loyalty crap on 48. I want to get dirty. I was like,
yep.
Thank you, Camila. I do think that people understand like how good Camila is, but I just don't think people understand how good Camila is. Like in Big Brother terms, Camila was giving Netta. Like Camila is giving like just complete badass mastermind behind the man, and then the man wins.
Yeah.
But not only that, this season, well, maybe it's the opposite of this season, but it's like Netta going on Canada's Traitors, spoiler alert, and having to pretend to be like a whole different personality and like very meek and all of that for her to go on and win the Traitors and not be her cutthroat self. That was Camilla all 48. Camilla had to pretend to be, yes, loyalty, guys, loyalty, standing together, when she's like, oh my God, I really just want to be strategic. And I hope that we'll get to see some of her strategic like maneuvering here on 50, especially if she has Dee and Tiffany backing her up, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping, like, I kind of want them to do like a cookout version of like a cookout version of Survivor, but or maybe it would be more like the brigade. Like, I want Dee to grab maybe Jonathan, Camilla to grab Charlie. I don't even know who Tiffany could grab, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want each one of them to grab a person, and then like control that person for the three of them type thing. Like,
Tiffany
that's what I
grab
really...
Mike.
Yeah. Well, Dee could grab Mike, and then maybe Tiffany can grab Jonathan.
Would Jonathan be having that? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I can't have him have another tense moment with another black woman. I can't.
I know. But if Tiffany knows she's playing him, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't drink the Kool-Aid like Drea did.
Oh, I don't think that's it. I think it's just the tension. Like, Jonathan has to be like, feel like he's the guy. I don't know.
I know. I like... Oh my God, Jeff loves Jonathan. It is disgusting. I'm like, go get a room. Get out of my face, man. Oh my God.
It's so wild. I don't have anything about Jonathan here, so hopefully he'll just be chill. I don't know.
I don't care. I just want my girls to survive. And I think they are pretty set on these tribe dynamics. Can you go back with nobody was coming for them, right? Like,
no, I don't think so.
Somebody had said something about a winner, but was it about Dee or was it about Savannah? Remember somebody said like
Savannah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because Savannah lied, which...
No, Savannah didn't lie. Savannah told the truth. That's how they know she's a winner.
No, yes, she told the truth about being a winner. It's that when she went on the trip, she lied about that block a vote, and all of them are like, "You're not gonna go and win something and come back with nothing." It was a risk.
Did nobody come after Dee though? I thought somebody said something about Dee. Chrissy?
Maybe. I didn't write anything
Chrissy
about
said something about Dee.
Okay. So that's close.
I'm not sure. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. That could be a problem if I guess she teams up with the guys, but
so with this tribe, I think oh my God, Jonathan, like they said, oh my God, he's basically two players. But so Jonathan and the rest of this is a pretty stacked tribe. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see when's the first time they go to tribal. But I think I would assume, just from what we saw tonight, the person who's most in jeopardy in this tribe seems to be Chrissy, because it doesn't really seem like she's connecting with the tribe. Tiffany immediately threw her name out there. I think Chrissy was connecting with Jonathan and Coach. Oh my God, who could have seen that one coming? Ooh, let me just not say that until that until we see how this unfolds. But she could be in some trouble. We didn't get much from Charlie at all, other than he seems to really dig Mike White. Like, him and Mike look kind of fun together there. So I mean, if we get Dee, Camilla, Tiffany, Charlie, and Mike, that would honestly eat. That would be that would sustain me for a good little moment.
For
But
sure.
I don't know. I don't know. We just did not get much from Charlie and Chrissy in this episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all fair. Um, is there anything else that stands out about this episode? Because I feel like we mostly covered it. I mean, the Kobe versus Savannah. I did like they have to do that puzzle and everything. I did like that she was like, "No, you're good," and he's literally shaking. It's just like you're so good.
The first time that thing, it legit had fallen, but Savannah was looking away. Kobe
Yes,
was like, I was like, sir,
sir.
sir. He legit was like, we synced it. We synced, like,
These older players do not care. They're like, get away with anything that you can. Talk
that
about
was
it
funny.
later. It
That
was
was
so
real
funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, at that Mike didn't even get to do anything. He just lost at drawing rocks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He lost at drawing rocks. Could you put up put up the tribes again so I
Yep.
can just okay, we talked about them. Pretty much talked about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Emily
then
did say she also has been growing, which I think she grew in her own season, making
yeah.
connections and everything. So,
Well, yeah, her and Christian do have like a pre-existing relationship that clearly
okay.
the show does not know about because they didn't split them up, so that's very lucky for them. So
Mhm.
they have a very, very tight bond,
Mhm.
mixed with the tendrils of Cirie and Ozzy and
Mhm.
Rick. They can really like they can really go far. Like the biggest thing about this tribe is, are you gonna win? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, are you gonna win challenges? Because I think the trust is there.
Mhm.
But Emily is so good at maneuvering as people are going on or going home around her that if they keep losing, it's not a big deal to her.
Mhm.
And you know, if they lose again, Ozzy's on the chopping block, Savannah might be on the chopping block, you know what I'm saying? So it might
Ozzy
not
got an idol now, so
but again it's Ozzy with an idol. So he got to play it. You know, it
yeah.
don't matter if you got it, you got to play it.
Yeah, I know.
So So yeah, and what was the third tribe? Sorry, one more time.
Um,
Vatu. They won. Okay, yeah.
yes.
So yeah, Colby, Genevieve, Rizzo, Angelina. Not much from Angelina this
No.
episode. Very interesting.
She was crying a lot in the end there. I was like, "Oh, her lashes look great. Hopefully they do not get cried off." Um,
Yeah,
but yeah.
the biggest thing for this tribe was just the loss of Kyle. He
Mhm.
literally like the tribe was revolving around him. His bond with Q, his core with him, Colby, Stephanie, and Genevieve, like were literally poised to go the distance.
Mhm.
Especially with like Q as a clinger on. So now the sad thing about his departure is it truly opens the door for I think Rizzo to kind of come in and fill that void, to be quite honest, because I think what the underlying thing is that it is keeping that Kyle, Colby, Genevieve, Stephanie thing together is it's like the half and half. It's the
Mhm.
one male, one female, old school, new school.
Mhm.
So if Colby now has some sort of kinship to Rizzo, Rizzo slots in there. Genevieve does need a new a new school player. Now, the fact that she doesn't know how he plays is what could, derail that.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, this is just not looking too good for Angelina, Aubrey, and Q, especially Aubrey. Aubrey and the Aubrey calling open warfare on Genevieve. when Genevieve has shooters apparently is not good.
No,
So
it's not.
yeah. So this tribe, it'll be good to see this tribe go forward. See what happens. I'm so sad. I'm so bummed for Kyle, man.
I
He was doing
know.
such a great job.
I know. It's rough. It's so rough. All right. We're basically at the end here. Beautiful black moment of the episode. I will say Cirie, she kind of opened up with the tribal by saying, I voted out Ozzy last time. You can't bet on our connection being that strong. And also, everyone here was picked for this season because they're great at reading people. And it's like, just trust yourself. Don't see the obvious that Ozzy's like protecting me right now and everything. And I was like, yes, Cirie. Go, Cirie.
This is what she does. She does this. You know what I'm saying? My God, to think that. So it's her 5th time on this Survivor, right?
Yeah.
That's what they kept saying. She's been on Australian Survivor. She's been on Big Brother. She did 90 plus days on Big Brother, and then also won the Traitors. I love that lady. Oh my God.
She did Snake in the Grass too, right?
Oh, I forgot about Snake in the Grass with her and Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I recognize Stephanie from Traitors because they did also Snake in the Grass. So it's like, all right.
Yeah. Oh my God. So this is their 3rd show together.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh my God. Oh, okay, Stephanie. My beautiful black moment was Kyle and Q when Q comes back from the journey, and he's like, fill me in, and just immediately they dap each other up. It's like, I got you. And it was just unspoken. It was like, black man to black man, I got you. And so it sucks again that Kyle is gone because we don't have, there's not going to be a lot of moments for beautiful black, a lot of opportunities for beautiful black moments because we're falling down. Oh my God.
There's basically 1 to 2. They had the most and they went down to 1.
Where's the 50? What happened to the 50%?
Oh, it went away. It went away with this administration. What are you talking about?
I know
we already had Big Brother the last season. But yeah.
If they mess with the 50-50 on Big Brother, like even more, I know that we clearly saw they were coming down from it, but if they really like completely revert back, that might be the one thing that gets me to not like. I would have to boycott. I would have to absolutely not watch a season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
If they went back on that.
Yeah, that's fair. Chaotic buy moment for me. Everyone spotting Mike White's abs out of nowhere and having to make a big deal about it.
I mean, is he the only one who's open on this track?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, because no one else. Tiffany is our honorary ally. She loves coming on this podcast. We love having her.
Love her so much. Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's all we know of. So. But we'll make it work. We always have.
And believe me, he will always provide.
Yes.
But you said everybody looking at his abs. Mine is him asking Dee where she got them chompers. And if they were really hers.
I know. He clocked her immediately. And she said,
nah. They were pretty though. She's right. They pretty. Like,
exactly.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. She said, I won and I got that done. So.
He's so great.
Do you have a chaotic buy moment?
That was it. It's Mike White talking to Dee.
Yes.
Technically, it's a separate one. It's separate. Yeah.
Exactly. Got it. Well, that kicks off the start of Survivor 50 for us.
Yes.
Mari, what else are you doing and where can people follow you?
Man, this was so fun. Maybe I might come back on again if you have me. We'll think about it. No say. But but first and foremost, you can catch me on Crime Scene, where me and Sarah Carradine, we talk true crime. You can go to Crime Scene Pod. That's crime SEEN pod.com in order to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/crime scene pod. There, if you sign up and become a member, supporter, throw us any number of bucks, it doesn't matter. You get access to our episodes early and ad free. You get access to member exclusive only podcasts and like videos, and you'll also get access to merch as well. Of course, Nicole, you've been on Crime Scene with us, but you've also been on Recap Kickback a bunch. So me and Chappelle, RHAP exiles, we're over here on Recap Kickback. You can go to recapkickback.com or go to youtube.com/@recapkickback, where we talk about whatever we want to. Me and Chappelle just wrapped up our Westeros Kickback. We were talking about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We had so much fun following the adventures of Dunk and Egg. I am a Game of Thrones super fan. I've read all of the books, all of the offshoots, the secret chapters, all of that stuff. So it was such a pleasure to watch this with Chappelle and do a deep dive. I have a spoiler filled book corner if you're interested in that. So all of that is up on our YouTube. I would definitely suggest going to our YouTube, again, youtube.com/@recapkickback. But other than that, Chappelle is doing a lot more stuff. He's doing everything. Him and Gia are covering Abbott Elementary. Him and Puya finished covering Bel Air. Him and Latanya Starks are finishing up their coverage of Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry. He is also doing every once a week, him and Chantel go live talking about the Flavor of Love cinematic universe. They are currently on I Love New York. They're halfway through I Love New York season 1. Chantel has never seen the VH1 reality TV show, so it's her. Yes, it's her. She's Canadian, so so it's her first time seeing it, and we're getting her live reactions on it. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on Recap Kickback. We have something for everybody. It's our party. We do whatever we want. This week we're dropping our America's Next Top Model, the reality check review. We had a whole panel to talk about it. So definitely go check us out. Oh, sorry. And finally, I'm on Blue Sky at Mari Talks Too Much. That's where I talk mostly about TV, Survivor, Love is Blind, The House of Villains, whatever's on, I'm talking on it over there on Blue Sky.
Nice. And I'm your host, Nicole Weaver. Please follow Black by Reality across all socials. We are going to be wrapping up Traitors this week with Quita Tinsley. I've been enjoying it. We'll see if Rob and Eric, I guess, take it home. And other than that, I have written a little bit about Love is Blind and that disaster for Parade. I will link some of those articles below. And come back next week. We're going to be talking about Survivor once again, have a new guest. That's all for now. I hope you feel visible and stay visible today. Bye.